Should I just, what do you think? Should I just, yeah, I don't even think we need this one, huh?
This one?
Yeah. Do you think so? The blurry one? It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
You just log out of that one.
It would be a good angle though, but it's not even focusing at all.
Yeah. This one's in. This one's meeting. It's not in meeting. But the reason why I like that one, you know what? I'm gonna log in again. Because the reason why I like this one is because I can see everybody on the big screen. Oh. Can I just cast here?
Wait, why don't you just put this on and turn the camera off, but you keep the meeting on the screen?
That's what I'm thinking.
So
let me do that.
Log it in again, and then just turn the camera off. So just click stop the video. Yeah.
There, I can see everybody. Yeah.
And are you using the iPad or no?
I am, because that's gonna be the close-up. I just had to buy a new camera.
This one's laggy. You see how much slower it is?
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's weird. That's weird. Oh. See how that song stuck in my head. So it was Man of Steel. I had that song in my head, and I was like, what? So I'm gonna it on that one. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna have to mute.
On which one?
All of them.
We need to count the one.
I'm gonna copy one.
Oh, because you haven't joined audio on that one yet.
No, but that one has an echo.
So you're gonna use the audio on your iPad?
Mm-hmm. Hello. I'm gonna use. I just want to mute. Is it coming from both of them?
It's coming from that one.
I thought I muted myself on this though. Oh, here we go.
You good now? There.
Hello? Hello, hello? All right, cool. He said, yeah, okay, cool. I just want to still hear myself. How do I disconnect audio? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? This audio isn't connected. Cool.
What are we doing today?
We're doing leg locks from guard pass now. Oh, step back into the knee bar / toe holds. That's what we were doing last week. So, but I think this week, instead of, well, we'll see how everybody progresses off of that one. And if they're doing good, we'll go into the honey hole. Back step into
Oh
the
god.
honey hole. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm.
I've got so much shit to do this week. It's not even.
Oh, did you want to train in the morning tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can do it. I don't think I don't have any morning meetings tomorrow.
Thursday, probably not, but tomorrow, yeah.
Cool. That's fine.
I've got one 6-page paper due Friday, a 3-page paper due Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then a whole bunch of other shit due Sunday. I'm just like, they're killing me.
I know.
Killing me. But this is like our midterms because they give us Thanksgiving break off.
Okay.
But
how come I can't switch my camera view? Snow. She be hopping in frame sometimes. I don't know why I can't change my camera view. There we go. I did it. Sweet. This is what I'm going to see. Successfully publish something for me.
Valencia and Burroughs had a matchup yesterday. I didn't see it. Damn. You know, Taiwan is COVID free and so is Australia.
Oh, wow.
They actually had a fucking proper lockdown.
Yeah.
Which, if we would have implemented, probably be the same, but we selfish.
Well, that's the thing with Americans. We're all so individualist. What's up, Amy? How are you?
Good. How's everyone?
Good. We'll see who joins us today. Hopefully, I know they're coming in. Coming in. And just waiting for one more from the crew. Is Sarah with you today, Cha? Oh, okay, so possibly two more from the crew today. We'll see who else joins. Everybody breaking out with their dummies. How was your birthday?
It was good. I just got back, so I'm also in pajamas, and I just, showered and everything. So
Okay.
I'm here to watch and maybe
Okay.
not so much do dummy things.
Okay, yeah, no worries. We'll get some notes going. We'll see if Jennifer joins us today. I don't know.
Not sure if she'll join us today because I know that she's moving. She's moving to a new place tomorrow morning. So I'm not sure if she'll be here.
Okay, probably not. So it might just be us. So it's going to be me and... What about Sarah? Do you think she'll join or?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably a little later.
Okay, so we'll see if Sarah hops on. They give it some few minutes. But now, at least
Look, it worked out though. Since you and Sarah aren't together, Caroline has joined us, so we still have at least one partner training session going on, so you guys can still see how the technique applies on a dummy, on an actual person. Sorry. So I think what we'll just do is we'll just review what we've been going on for the past several weeks. I have a dry eraser here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. So can you guys see my whiteboard? Oh, you guys can only see the whiteboard in the far view. You can't see it in the near view. But that's okay. When I write on the whiteboard, I'll just bring my iPad up. And then I'll make sure to write down the concept. So if you do have a pen and paper handy to take notes, if you're just watching, feel free to grab that. I'll give you a few minutes and we'll try to get started at 6:05 or something-ish. Just give a few more minutes for Sarah to trickle in if she does. So just to catch Caroline up since she wasn't here, we've been going over the basics of how to set up a pass from the Eskrima position, right? So the main ones we've been working on have been our knee slice pass and our back step pass. And so we're starting off with the Eskrima position. This is screaming our legs in and out. And I'm going to throw it to Caroline, since she hasn't been here a while, is what is the main purpose of Eskrima, or that Eskrima drill? There's
pressure.
There's several. So there's pressure, learning how to apply pressure. What else?
And then like learning how to like move it to get to your position.
Yeah.
Like
So
pressure with the shin and pressure like forward onto their like legs.
Mm-hmm. So learning how to redirect, use pressure to redirect the person. Okay. What else? There's two main ones that I'm looking for. What do we do with our Eskrima drill? What are we doing?
You push
with
them,
their legs.
You maintain the pressure on shins,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just like swivel.
And this with the swiveling a leg gives us what type of a position?
An advantageous position.
It is advantageous. So it's the main concept that I've been saying a lot, which is getting inside control, right? Inside control, inside domination. So that is one of the main purposes of the Eskrima drill. And the other one would be leg dexterity. So I see Amy over there moving around a lot, staying mobile, making sure that she's still teaching her body how to move. And then that's kind of part of the Eskrima drill too, is just to teach our body how to use our feet like hands and to actually have some sort of leg dexterity with our legs, right? So you're pummeling. That's essentially what we're doing, like how we pummel in wrestling with our arms and our body, and you're using that pressure and redirecting with your feet, just like you were explaining. It's the same thing. We're just using it, doing the same thing, but with our legs. So I will write that down on our little concept board up here. 1, inside control, right? And I'm going to put this down for leg locks. Oops, I don't know how to spell. Leg locks and passing. Ooh, I haven't done a lecture class like this in a minute. This is fun. All right. Okay, second piece, we said leg dexterity. Right? 3, I'm just going to say using pressure to our advantage. And that is in terms of what she said, which is like we want to redirect the person where we want to go, where we want them to go, where we want them to be. So we're like trying to use pressure to put them into like a little pocket and kind of, like a trapped mouse where they can't go anywhere. All right. So with that being said, Amy, she don't have no training partner, but what she do have is a dummy that works really well because his legs stay up like this, boop, right? And then we're gonna just practice our Eskrima drill. All right, so you can go ahead and set up your dummy, and then I'm gonna have Caroline Eskrima on me. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, here. My legs are up like this. Let me see if I can get her feet in here. I want to get the mat. I'm gonna use. How do I use your phone? I'm just gonna prop the back of this up. See if we get the mats. Yeah. There we go. And then just a little bit of mat so that you guys can see her feet. So the feet are up, and then she's gonna walk in, right? Boom, put pressure on the knees, and then she's gonna go ahead, boom, boom, right? So which way is she facing? Let's turn this way. One more time. Find the right direction. Yeah. I just want to make sure. I was just trying to make sure that because they can see me real good in the tablet, but they were kind of seeing just your butt. Another one. Boom, boom. There you go. Here, boom. Inside control, and then you can step out. We'll do the just push yourself back. Boom, and then back in. We'll start with just that one, right? So here, in, right? Now, the second part is, go ahead, do it again. So now when you do Eskrima in, go ahead, Eskrima. Boom, and I want you to keep this pressure. So this knee pit, see all this space here? Exactly. And you want to keep that here, and don't even try to rock back. So you want to keep me stretched out like I'm trying to do the splits. Mm-hmm. Good, and then Eskrima that left other leg in, and then keep me doing the splits here. So now I'm like really uncomfortable, and I can't really do much. And then you can push yourself back, boom, and then we'll start again. Good. All right, so I'm watching you now, Amy. Boom. Here. Boom. Boom. You're flexible. Been practicing on that flexibility. Boom. Boom. There you go. One more. Keep going. Just keep going. I'm watching me. Good job, Amy. Good job. And then last one. So Amy, keep going, and then me and Caroline are just gonna switch top to bottom. So let me see if I can get. I'm gonna use a different block because I want everybody to see your feet, my feet. There we go. I think that. Just there we go. That's good. That's what we want to see. Here, boom. Michael Jackson feeding, boom, boom, boom. Good. All right, Amy. Now I'm gonna have you look in. So this is the part that Caroline was trying to do. Is you don't have to always just Eskrima in and get those inside controls. Once you do, what you can do is you can just back out. Instead of just backing out, you can stay in, and you can Eskrima your other leg back in. That is Sarah. So we're here. Okay. So let me do it again. All right, so we're here. So I can eskrima my legs in, and I can also keep her legs down below my kneecaps, if you guys can see that. And I can eskrima my legs out. And the way I do that, so it's not difficult, is it's just like Caroline said it in the beginning, is I have to keep that pressure. So this time I'm keeping pressure out. When I'm trying to screaming my legs back outside, I have to pull her knees back into my shin so I keep the pressure, and then I can just scream it out easy, if that makes sense. So when you're dummy, you're really gonna have to hold the legs against your shins, so then you can scream your legs out. Make sense? You try it now. So we flip the chair on its side, Sarah, then you can use the legs. Yeah. You can actually, other way. So just turn it like, oh, you can't see my hand, sorry. Turn it like this. Turn it like that side, there you go. Now you can actually step your feet inside the legs and eskrima over the legs. Yeah, you just kind of have to pick your foot up, so then you can get your knees above the legs of the chair. Okay. Yes. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. It's definitely so much more awkward than this way. Yeah. Just try not to back out too much, because when you're screaming outside, you're walking backwards. There you go. All right, let's switch top to bottom. So Sarah, I'm going to show you a drill for you that should help you. Since the legs of your chair are really narrow, you're going to actually, let me just use my fold out chair so you get a better idea. So you're really going to use the in and out for yours, right? And this way you can keep the drill going. You're always going to have one leg in the middle of your chair. Okay, so always have one leg in the middle of your chair. The trick for you will be to maintain constant tension with your legs onto the legs of the chair. All right, and that's the name of the game. When you're screaming, you don't want to ever kind of take tension off. So I want you to like really use mind muscle connection and keep the connection with your legs on the legs of the chair. So we're gonna do one in, right? One out. One in, one out, right? And you can remix it at the same time. But you're always gonna, the chair is a foldable chair, so it's kind of holding back in. But you're always gonna wanna keep one leg in contact. And just one side, one side, one side, one side. Trying to stay connected to the chair the whole time. There you go. It's getting better. Getting better. So on a person, let's go down again, Caroline, it'll look something like this, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then you can just do one at a time all together, right? So I'm here, boom, 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 boom. I'm just continuing to go and find that rhythm where you're always in contact. All right, so give that a try. Go ahead, Caroline. You're gonna be on top again. And then we're gonna add in the steps for the pass. There you go, it's getting better. Yep. Try not to back out. So sometimes when you're going back, you're backing out. Or you're backing out as you're screaming. So, better? Yeah. It's getting there, Sarah. Little by little. So you want to make sure you push my chin down below your knee. That's going to make the scream a lot easier. Whether you're going in or out. So if my shin is above your knee here, it's going to be hard for you to scream out. There you go. Good. Those move on and add, and 5, 4, keep going. 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. So now we're doing everything we did last week. I'm just gonna add like some beat to you guys. It's mixed, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead, lie down, Caroline. So when I say add some beat, add some rhythm to what you guys are doing, I'm just saying now you're starting to, I want you to start actually setting up passes off of this eskrima. So how do we do that? So now is about shifting her left and right, right? I want to make sure that she's going in a direction that she's not going to have an effective guard, right? So if I'm going to set up her my knee slice pass, I first need to eskrima one leg in and get that that control position. And I want you guys, you probably can't see it too much the way I just did it. So I'll redo it again this side. So when I eskrima this side, I'm really taking a hard angle, right? I'm really making her get going hard one side, but really I'm going to start setting up the knee slice pass this way. Okay, so just know that's what I'm doing on this opposite side. You guys won't be able to see me because I'm going to try to pass this way towards the camera. All right, so when I'm here, I'm not just staying static. I'm actually going to be moving her legs around, and I'm trying to feel for her because she's trying to play her guard. She is probably going to try to get this leg through into the ashi position that we've been working on for the past few months. She might be trying to just set up a stupid sweep where she's just grabbing both my ankles, and then her legs are going to flare out super wide, and I'm going to go back. Yeah, don't sweep me because I'm going to land into the table. There's a lot of things she can do for her guard to set up. She can just extract this leg and just get her feet back onto my hips and start working back into a normal tripod sweep. or this leg, right? That makes more sense, right? So it doesn't matter. It's just like you want to make sure that you're keeping pressure on the knees and you're feeling for the tension, you're feeling for where they're trying to go, and you're also creating a reaction, right? So I'm trying to get her to go left, I'm trying to get her to go right, I'm trying to really keep her knees in front past her hip line where she's not going to have a very effective guard. All right, so I know I'm being long-winded here. Again, I'm going to try not to. All right, so her feet are flared up. Now, as I'm setting up the pass, I'm feeling for everything. My foot hand goes straight to her hip, and I'm going to really change the direction of her guard. So now her guard is facing this way, right? It's so much easier for me to fall outside of her guard when she's in this position, right? And she's not going to fully be on her side because I'm going to pin my hand on her hip and keep her hip square, right? Keep her hip completely pinned to the ground. You guys can't see it, so we'll just turn your head this way a little bit. Turn my head towards the camera. Yeah. So we're here. So she's here, and then I'm going to try to keep her hips flat. Also, when I'm here, this arm is going to block out my rib cage, because something Caroline wants to do is she wants to get her legs in front of me, right? This is going to create a frame so she can have a guard to push me away. So I need to be in front of this leg. So my hand's going to be on her hip, close to my body, and I'm leaning here and creating the space, right? So now I can really start setting up my pass. My hand's going to slide into her armpit. I like to do double underhooks where I slide underneath her other armpit. Head taps to first her chin to tack her head down, then slides off, and then I'm going to pass and baseball slide out. Okay, you guys got it? But it starts with the setup. So what you guys can do now, since you've been doing this knee slice pass quite a lot, is you can set it up with a screamagill, just screamer in, out, shaker, boom, 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 and then pull it this way, set it up, and then set up your pass off the screamer. All right, any questions? Looks like you guys got it. Go ahead, Caroline. Caroline, ow. Sorry. I don't have any more mats, so I'm using the bear for my head.
On this side.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna try to pass this way?
Oh, do this way. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want that way.
So it's whatever.
Boom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the only thing is, pressure. Yeah. Yep. And you can really sit your hip into this space. Yeah. Yeah. So now, like, really spread out. This is not comfortable at all. Boom. Yep. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to hold yourself up on that hand. You just pop down and sit on me. There you go. And then as you slide it, go back, hand on my hip. So as you're sliding your hand up, right, you're kind of up. Mm-hmm. Then you can use your head, tap my chin to my head to the ground. Mm-hmm. There you go. And then slide up. And go around. Yeah, that's hard. The rotors. Okay.
Only hard thing is getting them like here.
Wait, getting them into this position? Oh, this is just like drilling. You're not always gonna be here. You know, most of the time, people will just put you into half guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Right. So now, as you're going into from the knee to the hip, instead of like kind of picking up your hand and going, I want you to like stay contact. So you're like sliding down. Yeah, like that. And then you really want to feel that hip bone that kind of comes out.
Okay.
The bony bone. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then finish the pass. Mm-hmm. Tap down. Boom, boom, boom. And now when you're here, instead of lifting up your head up, Caroline, I want you to keep your head down. Yes. And continue to turn me. Like, yeah, exactly. Now with your butt, I want you to back it up. And yeah, get me all twisted. Like that. Mm-hmm. That's like so much more worse for me.
I'm getting hot now.
Get it off. Yeah. We're gonna do this for a few more minutes and then we're gonna add the back step. Right. Yep. And then from here, I want you to like, not too high. Yeah, right in my ear. Now really turn my head with your head. Yep. And like drive up this hand. Because this hand I'm gonna want to bring down. So yeah, exactly. Yep. One more time. Better. All right, I'm gonna do this knee slice pass with you guys for a bit, and then I'm gonna add the back step. All right, so I'm here, boom, boom, sitting heavy, sliding through, packing. More. Okay, all right. Let me see you do it real quick, Sarah. Yes, you got a nice little setup here on your man. One hand in, boom. Yep. Finish the pass, Sarah. So I can see it. Boom. Hand up. Here you go. Boom. Back it up on him. And Amy, let me see you do one more rep. Boom. Half, tack. Boom. Back it up on him. Good job. Okay, good. All right, everybody look in. So now we're gonna do when the person's really holding on to your leg, and then you're gonna go into the back step. So, same thing, same setup. right? We're here, boom, boom. Now I'm here. Instead of her just keeping her leg, I gotta turn his head. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So instead of her keeping her leg outside and just conceding to her leg being open, she's going to come here and just squeeze behind my leg, right? So now, this is where I was saying last week, you guys are just gonna sit on their leg, right? You can just sit here. You can even continue with the pass. So finishing the pass from here without setting up the leg lock looks like you still continuing the pressure, twisting them, getting their hands high, and you're gonna use this top leg, kick their top leg free, and then you can finish the pass. If they're really holding on for dear life, but at least not hard enough where you can still kick that top leg free. So I'll show that one more time. We're here, boom, boom, boom. Here, she's gonna go under. I can still execute the pass. Anytime somebody does this to me, I always like to just sit on the top leg because that creates heaviness for, I'm getting heavier onto them and just creating a worse scenario for the person. So from here, I'm still sliding my hand up, tucking down. I want to get these hands high. And then I'm going to use this top leg to kick that leg through, and I can execute the pass. Now, sometimes the person's legs are really tight, or you're just in a position where you're just like, I've been wanting to leg lock people anyways, so this is what we're going to do. Boom, boom. She's going to come under here. Instead of finishing with the pass, I always like to V-pop in the armpit, right, to keep their shoulders flat. I don't want them to turn into me. If they're able to turn in, then the person can kind of start to work me off. I really always want to try and keep the person as flat as possible. If they're really fighting to get their shoulder up, it's not that big of a deal, but just know that by them being on their side, there's less surface area, so it's more likely that you might fall on the back step. So I'm going to keep them flat, their shoulders pinned, and I'm going to V-pop in both sides. That's when I'm going to back step with this top leg. So remember, I initiate with my hand, and I'm going to start to back step and get my butt high onto her head. So look how this looks now that you're seeing it on a person, right? So I'm not going to just stay here at the hips. If I stay here at the hips, most likely that's when I'm going to go into the saddle. If I want to go into the knee bar, I'm first going to get high into the hips because I can still just do a regular pass from here, right? So when I'm in this position, this is when it's going to be a lot easier for me to attack the leg again if I want to. So when I'm attacking her leg, I'm just going to go into this knee pit area, and then that's when I can bring my leg through, that top leg through like an arm bar, and then I'm going to fall to my side, right? So let's scoot your booty a little closer to the camera so I don't fall into the wall. So I'll do the back step part, just from the back step part. So here, boom, boom, right? I'm back stepping through, my butt stays high first. When I'm ready to go into the knee bar, I like to go into the heel and just grab the heel first. Then I'm gonna bring my leg through to get tight. And this is where I can curl her buttocks, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna slide up to her calf. And there was just a little pressure from there. So we'll try to do the pass from your head on that side. So now you guys can see the leg. Yeah. So my butt is gonna back step that way. So move a little closer this way. There we go. Boom. Sorry, from the back step position, right? So I'm gonna be here, high on the butt. My hand goes into her knee pit first. That helps me grab it. And then I'm gonna come here, grab the heel, tight on her butt. And then I want you guys to notice how I really curl her booty cheeks in. Curling those booty cheeks in. Boom. Boom. And then just like arm bar from the knee elbow to the wrist, from the knee pit to the ankle. Slid down just a little bit on her butt cheeks. So get in there. So from her knee pit to her ankle is how I'm gonna slide up, put her foot on my ear, and I'm just really knee pinching, curling here, and in. And you guys can make it worse by twisting with it too. So I'm gonna twist with it to finish the knee bar. She's like, she's so bad. Like, get off me, get off me. All right. So you guys can keep watching if you want to watch. I'm gonna talk Caroline through it now, right? If you guys want more details. So this is the first time she's ever done a knee bar, I think. Have you ever done knee bars before? Not really.
I've done the back step into the
heel.
the leg lock that's like really the calf slicer.
This,
It's like a leg lace.
oh, the leg lace one,
Yeah.
where you do the calf slicer thingy. Yeah.
But
So-
I've never done it from.
Not just a straight knee bar. So we're here, boom. Everything's the same, right? And then I'm going to bring my foot behind and I'm just,
Sit on you.
yeah, she's just sitting. She's gonna V-pop into my armpit. I know you guys can't really see this because of the camera, but that's okay. Here, yeah, I sat on the titties. And then she's here at knee pit, heel, right? And then the part is gonna be hard is like you're trying to go straight back. It's not necessarily that. So come
Well,
back.
because I gotta hook your leg, right?
Yeah, let me scoot my butt closer to the camera. And we'll adjust everything so everybody can see a little bit better this time.
This is hard without the space.
I know. All right, so I'm gonna be here. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cross.
Sit on it.
Hipping. Yeah. Back step all the way in the boobies. She's high. And then she's gonna come here, grab the ankle, and then fall back. Now see, I want you to notice
Do I
how
stay straight
open.
this way?
So I'm gonna turn this camera. All right. So we're here. Oops. Boom. I can't see if you guys can see that, but there's a lot of space in there. Can't see if you guys can see. Oh wait. There's a lot of space, right? Knees open, right? You want to pinch your knees in. So instead of just pinching, we're gonna go back to the top. So start from the back step part. So we're just sitting on my butt. First person view. Here, side control. Boom. Right. So you're sitting on butt. You go high. Boom. Turning. Right. Grabbing the knee. So from here, before you sit straight back, Caroline, I want you to turn your knees towards me. So turn your knees towards me. You want to kind of cut an angle. Yeah, more. Exactly. Right here. So now you're gonna fall back from this position. Right? So now you're a little bit more on your side from here. Now I want you to fall to not on your back, but to your side that way. Yes. Right, exactly. Curling my knee, my butt in. Yeah, now you guys can just kind of see craziness. I'm gonna switch the camera. All right, so over here. Right, there you go. Exactly. So now this is where I want you to really hamstring curl my, yeah, exactly. That's already tightened up the leg lock even more. Now hamstring curling even more and hip in. I'm gonna just say tap, tap. All right, again, hamstring curl my butt, tap, just like that. And tap, exactly. Okay. All right. Yeah, there you go, Sarah. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Back step. Yeah. In here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hamstring curl grip my butt. Oh shit, this sucks. Yep. So really get this tight here, like really knee pinch your knees in. Here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's even tighter. Curl this in hard. The more you hand curl in, the tighter it gets. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hardest part for us right now is just getting that angle. I think this might work. Oops. So this, you can trace the booty, right? This is kind of just how you would do an armbar. How you just kind of come in this way and step over.
I think I need to lean forward more.
Yeah.
Like I'm like sitting too
back. Yeah. And then, yeah, so as you're leaning forward, you grab in for the heel, or you can grab in for the ankle pit, either or. Okay. You can go this way, or you can grab for the heel. Boom. Here. And sometimes I can even stop because you really want to get that butt cheek. Mm-hmm. And then you can lean against the knee. You feel how much that sucks when I lean against the knee? Mm-hmm. And then slide it.
It's like on my quad muscle.
Yeah.
Like even just having my legs in between your legs, I feel like my muscle's so tight. This
into the hips. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How they doing over there? Good job, Amy. Nice. Yeah. Grab the leg. Good job, Sarah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the same. You're doing the same thing Caroline was doing, Sarah. So the arm, I want you guys to think of this as like how you do the arm bar. So let me just kind of quickly review a new way to do the arm bar. So scoot your head kind of in the camera. This way? No, you were in the right angle, but just kind of scoot down this way. So like more of your, right there. So a new way to do the arm bar that you guys may have seen, but may have not practiced. So everything else is the same. Like you can set it up like when a person's doing this, doesn't matter. But the trick will be to get that person really like the pressure where they're really gonna be going forward, right? So she's going forward, boom, and getting my head as high up on her as possible. So here, I can dig in for head, like almost like I'm setting up an arm triangle, if you will, and really want to get her really going this way as much as possible. So I can get my knee all the way up into her head. Once I'm into this position, instead of like just sitting back to armbar, what we do is I'm gonna lean towards her legs. So I'm gonna lean in, capture her arm, and I'm gonna lean in this way, where I'm really leaning in forward, right? Really leaning towards her body this way to finish the armbar. So you feel a whole lot of weight on you, right? Mm-hmm. This direction versus the way you're traditionally taught it, where people just kind of go in and then you kind of sit back into the armbar. You feel how much less weight was on you, versus when you're sitting forward, when you're leaning your weight forward. So the knee bar is going to be the same. Just going to get into it from here, right? So when I'm here, I'm in the knee pit. I really want to get from being square to leaning forward into the knee. So she's really got all my weight onto her hip, right? once I've like really sat and isolated onto that leg, that's when I can lean back. So when I'm leaning back, I'm kind of going, my head is turning in a circle. So I'm going here, right? And really trying to capture that leg. Yeah, you will lean forward. Yes, Amy. Yes, yes, yes. Like that. So close that knee, that top knee, Sarah. Yeah. Yes, much better. Much better. All right, give it a go again. It smells good, huh? Mm-hmm. Worked. Lean forward and get your knees like tight. Like, yeah, almost like you're gonna figure four. Yeah, right there. Like really squeeze. Yeah. Curl my butt cheeks in. There you go. So that top leg, Caroline, curl in here again. That top hand, sorry. So this, you can even capture like all my butt cheek and like, curl it in like that. That top hand, put it on my heel. So you're rear naked choking my leg. Here? Yeah. Yeah. Now finish. Right. Okay. So that hand can either go like on my Achilles or on my heel. It's kind of nicer on the heel. Yeah. And you can kind of twist the heel to make the knee bar even worse. I'm forgetting right here. I don't know why. Yeah. Curl more. Do it again. You've had tighter ones. Like really hamstring. I like it down here. Yeah. That's good. Under the butt cheek is a little bit more. You get a little bit for me to grab. Yeah, you got more on my hip that time. All right, let's go over the toe hold now. So we're gonna go into toe hold into knee bars. Same thing. Like already here. Boom. We're all looking. Okay, good. So toe hold into the knee bar. So now we're back stepping, right? We're high, but the person, they can be doing a lot of different things. They could be like trying to push us off. Maybe they're just trying to hide this leg right here. They know we're gonna go for it, right? If she figure fours the other way, I can still grab this leg. I don't even have to go at the knee pit. I can just grab here. That leg is elevating. You see that? Right? So if she figure fours the other way, right? If she gets into her foot into her knee pit, that's okay. If she's only able to cross her ankles, I can still get to it. Just do the one that feels best for you right now. Which one do you feel? This one? No, don't uncross. I mean, do you want to do here, right there? Right? So this is where I'm going to grab for the toes, right? So I want to, sorry, this turn you. Right? So this is where I'm going to grab for the toe. So my 4 fingers are going to cover her pinky toe over here. I want to get her toes to curl, right? So her, not just pulling them together, but I'm lifting up this bottom foot and pulling down that top pinky toe like this, right? So that really helps me get a good grip, right? From here is when I can go into the ankle lock from this position. If I need to, I can come underneath and fix it. So she's trying to stay here, come underneath the foot, Try to see if you can get hold that, how much you can hold it, right? I can come at it like this way and just twist, boom, and go for it from this position. I don't care if her foot's still in there, right? It's just how I grab the foot. It's how I grab the foot that like compromises the structure of her foot. So it's by doing this to her feet. That's how I want to grab. So flex your toesies, right? That's your actual defense, to put the boot on as much as you like flex your toes. I need to break that. So I'm going to lift this up. This is how I want to get it to change, right? So when I grab it at the base of the big toe and the base of the pinky toe, I'm really trying to turn it in as much as I can, and then I can get into it. She's laughing over here, right? So where I'm here and I'm getting into the toe hold, and I want to put her big toe in her butt. So I'm trying to bring my heads to my hand, right? And then I want to lift up on this bottom arm, right? So I'm doing this kind of turn the wheel motion. And then I'm going to put her big toe in her butt. Oh, shoot. Right? See how her feet are still crossed? Doesn't matter. The toe hold is kind of great that way. You can catch it from anywhere, right? So I'm like really trying to turn and put her toe in her butt. Oh, yeah. It's good.
What are you doing with your legs?
My legs? That's the great thing about toe hold. You really just need the foot. Doesn't even really matter what you're doing with the legs. With the toe hold, you don't need to isolate out the hip. So right now I'm just sitting on her. That's it. My legs are free to do whatever they need to do as she's trying to defend. But the toe hold, you really just need to grab the foot. That's it. You don't need to put your feet on their hips. You don't need to isolate the whole leg. You just need to get that foot and put it in their butt. Their defense is to get their leg straight. You want their leg bent.
And
right?
then you just knee bar them if they straighten it right?
Exactly. If they straighten it, you just go straight into it. Sets up the knee bar.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Play around with that. Oh wait. Mm-hmm. Back. No. Yeah.
You grab with this hand?
Yep. I might fart. So. There you go. Like this. So this is the weird part. So some people are like, if you see how my knee's in front, my leg feels longer, right? So you can get my knee
This
back
way.
here. Yeah.
And then
So yeah, lift right here, and then see how you're lifting. I just want you to lift with just this arm, but you're trying to put my big toe in my butt.
oh, big toe in your butt.
Like really want to like put it in my
This
butt. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do it. Just stay there and play around with it for a little bit.
Grab, twist.
There you go. I like hit you hella hard. You're getting it.
Okay, wait, can you walk your legs again? That's the part that's
Weird, right?
Yeah.
So here, and if you need to, you can adjust my leg, but I don't think this really matters. My feet are crossed. Oh, that sucks for me, right? I might try to be kicking this leg out. This is what Cha was saying. So if I'm trying to kick this leg free and kick your hand free, as I'm
Can I just do this?
no, don't let go. Stay here as I'm trying to kick this. Stay on the toe hold. As I'm trying to kick this free, just fall into the knee bar. Boom. Boom. Right? The most I can do is like try to kick this top leg free and so this top hand free. But you see how you have your arm set up? I don't know what I was touching with my foot. But you see how you have your arm set up, how I can't reach your top hand really to kick that free? Yeah. You just put this hand on your bicep like you're rear naked choking. Right? So now I really can't do anything. You have the grip. Now you can finish the knee bar. There you go. Let go before I really try to put this in my butt. I'm like, no. Try to put the boot on. I can't. That's a strong one. I couldn't even put the boot on. That was strong.
I have to get used to this.
Yeah.
Like,
You still want the pinky toe?
yeah, I got your
Oh,
pinky
you
toe.
still got the pinky toe?
Yeah, I got your pinky toe.
All right. Go ahead. That's yeah. And you can't. I couldn't even boot. By the time it's down that far, I couldn't even put on the boot.
My feet are weak. Like, I can't even.
You're pretty strong, actually.
I can't even.
You'll feel it. Like, as soon as somebody does it, you'll be like that. So this, see how, so go back before you back step. So as you're back stepping, I want you to take this hand and put it in my armpit.
This
So,
one?
This hand.
Yeah, and put it in this armpit?
Mhm.
Here?
Yeah, you could just put it on the floor. Yeah, to block. And this hand you can let go of. You see? So then I can't.
Yeah. Toes.
And this one, I'm like, oh shit. I'll teach you anything anymore.
That's rough.
I can't even boot.
It's, yeah. It's hard. When you were doing it to me, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Scary.
So go and do it again. Now try to switch these hands at the same time. Right? You can initiate with the hand, but try to have when your hand and your foot land on the mat at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, fine. So this is where I'm like, boot. Oh shit, girl. There you go. Something's missing. Do it again. Maybe more hamstring curl my butt. Yeah.
I feel like I'm not low enough.
Add a little. Do it again. Add a little twist.
Add a little bit this way?
Yeah. I feel like your other one's tighter. Maybe you just need to pinch. That's all. Oh, my knees. All right. Well, it's 7:02 anyway, so that is class. Let me see some reps, starting with Sarah. Same thing, Sarah. Go back. Make sure you're taking that far hand, so the hand that's top side. Yeah. And when you're doing the back step, it's got to switch to be in front of the dummy, right? So we're blocking that dummy out. Here, go ahead and back step. So the hand that's closest to the camera, you got to switch it in front of the dummy. Yes, as you're back stepping. And dummy's legs is inside out. It's nasty. All right, let me see you do it, Amy. So you're in the toe hold. Oh, you're gonna start from, okay. So you're in the toe hold, yeah. You come underneath the toes. Boom, finishing the toe hold. And then you can set up the toe hold into the knee bar. So here, boom. So don't let go of your hand. So maybe just move the dummy a little bit closer to the camera. So I'm not sure how far away you are from your couch. So you don't need your head on the couch. All right, so let's start the toe hold. Boom. And then you're just gonna imagine the dummy's putting on the boot. So he's trying to flex his leg and you're going into the knee bar. So you can keep your hands in the toe hold position until your body lands on the ground. That's when you're gonna switch your hands around. Yeah, boom, right? So you Stay on the toe hold as long as you possibly can until you're ready to switch the knee bar. Nothing's going to prevent you from finishing the knee part if your hands are still in kind of like that toe hold position. Actually, matter of fact, it's probably just going to make the knee bar worse because you're twisting the leg and popping it at the same time. Chad, do you have any questions? You're observing now, so I want to see if you picked anything up as an instructor.
No, I like going over the details, just like tightening everything up. I mean, I didn't get to do it today, but
Yeah, so
nice
you're,
just like mentally, like, taking it in, I guess.
yeah, totally. That's great. Good. I wrote down some notes for us, some concepts. Ooh, do you think you can hold the iPad up to the whiteboard?
Can I switch it, like flip it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So we have inside control, right? That was our first concept for the day. We have leg dexterity. This is all using off of it's Screama. And so using pressure to direct. So that helped us set up the knee slice pass. So some concepts from the knee slice passes that I want you guys to remember is still going back to inside control, but this is not just for inside legs. This is also for inside the armpits, right? And so when we think about inside control of inside the armpits, that's where we're trying to get those elbows high above the head, which is completely opening up the flank, right? And so that allows us to keep the person from bringing their elbow down to their hip so they can basically shave us off, shrimp, and get back to their guard, right? So that's why people like grab the clutch purse or double unders, whatever you're doing to get those armpits high. You really want to spread the person out as much as possible. The other part is twisting and turning the person to get them to look away. I know my handwriting is like chicken scratch. Their body. Twist body. How about that? So twisting their body. So that's us compromising their structural integrity when we're actually turning their head, using our head to turn their head like this, when we're backing up the bust to get their legs to turn away. So now instead of just being like this, the person's like this and they're completely compromised, right? And they're pinned. So that gets their guard away from us so they can't effectively put us back into their guard and defend again. The other part is on the back step is I want you guys to sit your hips high. Sit hips high. So the reason why we sit our hips high on them is so that, again, their weight is up here in their chin. So we're still keeping their body up and completely disconnected from their lower body. So we're really trying to spread them out. And then on the knee bar is when we're sitting forward, right? So this is what we call lean-to structure. When we have this lean-to structure, we're able to apply more weight onto the person. We're keeping our body from sitting on the mat to execute the knee bar or the arm bar, and we're keeping our weight applied to the person, okay? I know this is a lot of concepts. The other ones for the toe hold is like putting their toe in the butt to finish and learning how to twist, but those are details. But these are the main concepts that I want you guys to take away from today is inside control, using pressure to redirect the person, opening up the flank, twisting the body, and having a lean-to structure. Those are gonna, if you just remember those 4 concepts, these ones right here, that's gonna take you far in jiu-jitsu. You can apply them to just about anything, whether you're thinking about your guard, whether you think about passing, leg locks, whatever. If you guys think about just these 4 concepts, and those are the 4 takeaways that you have from today, you will go far. All right? We're good? Thumbs up? Any questions? Feel free to like send me a DM if you get lost or if you just want some additional drilling guides or whatever. All right. Take care, y'all.
I have some questions.
Yeah. Go for it. You can put that down. Right here. Go for it.
I have 2 questions. So the first one, when doing that knee cut pass, so there's like some guys at my gym who have really, really, really strong hips, to the point where like I'm not sure I could drive a knee to the ground. So I'm curious if you have any thoughts about that. And the second question is on that toe hold, when they've crossed their feet, people who are taller than me, like if they keep their heels really low and like close to their butt, I feel like I would compromise my stability by being forced to kind of like lean over to like reach for the toes.
Right.
Yeah, those are my 2 questions.
Yeah. So with the toe hold, it's not always something that it's not typically my first go-to, the toe hold. I like to always think about using the toe hold as a defensive submission, if you will, right? So that position is kind of like a really great position to practice from, just practice the overall how to finish the toe hold. But usually when I'm catching it, I'm actually on my back. So I might be catching it from Ashi, but one thing I never do is dive for toe holds because there's no real like I feel like the toe hold is something you can get from anywhere. It's not like your arm bars or your triangles or even your heel hooks. There's typically like a good setup that you can get where you can position yourself effectively and not find yourself in a bad position if you lose it. With the toe hold, there is. But the great thing about the toe hold is that you can really catch it from anywhere. But I really only catch it when it's kind of right here. If it's in my face. I will never go diving for it. So if it's not in my face, I won't reach for it. If it's here, if it's in my face, if the person's like really trying to kick and defend, that's when I'm going to catch for it. Does that help you with the toe hold?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, don't ever go diving for it and reaching for the toe hold. Don't, and then also be mindful of whenever you're going for the toe hold, if you're giving up your back, right? So from off that back step, for instance. But do know that it's something that you can use everywhere, like just about anywhere. It's kind of stupid how often you can use it. But one thing I do a lot in the toe hold, like I'll try to do it carefully, standing up. I'll try to do it carefully because we don't have a lot of space. So sometimes when I end up in this Ashi position, people will run and turn away, right? So they'll run and turn away. And so that sets up my toe hold like well. So when they're running and turn away, can you like turn you can't see, they can see me kind of, right? So when running and turning away, I have this foot. Instead of like allowing them to just kick out, I'll keep the foot and I'll turn into the toe hold here to make them go to their butt, and then I'm standing up. So that's kind of an example of like how I'll use it as a defensive position to actually sweep the person. I'm not actually trying to finish them. I'm just trying to use them for them to be like, respect me, like, hey, I'm gonna take your foot, but I'm standing up, and then I have a more advantageous position than I did before. And then on in terms of your knee cut pass, right? So you're saying they have strong legs. What position are you in? Knee shield?
No, just like they're an open guard, like baiting me into a pass, except they are there's a couple of guys that just have extremely strong hips and really good guards, and like there's like I just don't know how to drop a knee to the ground.
Are you clear on what type of guard they have? Do they have
It's
their feet on their hips?
and there's like on their back, like they're on their back or sitting and just like sort of open guard, like sitting there.
Okay, so they're just sitting up.
Yeah. Like yeah, like on a person my size, like I could probably step inside and drive their like knee down and go for a knee cut pass, but for a like much stronger guy, like I can't move any knees. I can't move their knees to the side.
So this is kind of more of, I would say, Caroline's world, because what you use here is wrestling concepts, right? So you use a lot of feints. You'll use a lot of like just lifting their legs up and getting them to react. You're just trying to elicit a reaction first. Rarely will you ever like get them to concede and just push them down to the ground and get your leg inside. You have to, sometimes I try to bait them to chase me, if that makes sense. So if they're chasing me, that means they're starting to open up. If the person's not open up, then most likely you're not going to be able to set anything up because they're so rigid. If they are super rigid, then how you're going to enter is going to be very specific, right? Because they're super rigid, they're leaving something open. They're leaving something on the table. So back up a little bit. So one of the concepts from jiu-jitsu and wrestling that we use is like you always want to match head positions. So if I'm coming in, one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to come in super tall because she's just going to get her guard in right away. Okay. And I don't want to come bent over either because she's just going to pop my head down and then get to my back. And that's just going to suck all day. So the actual kind of position I am is in a wrestling stance position from here, right? And this is kind of how I'm going to play. Is I'm going to like touch, I'm going to pop, and then get their legs out. Once I get them chasing me and trying to come forward, right? That's when, even if she gets here, this is what we've been working on all for a month, right? This shin on shin position. So if they attack you into the shin on shin position, you remember what to do, right? So she gets into shin on me. That means she's going to try, if she doesn't pull me back or not, I'm like, oh, great, perfect. Now I'm going to drive in and I'm going to start to float past and start setting up my pass off of the float. Make sense? So first step for you before you even try to execute the knee cut pass and getting inside control is just focus up on setting up a reaction for them, getting them to react to you, getting them to chase you, getting them to be like, oh shit, not necessarily running away, but like getting in their face. Do you have any like tips? Like if you think about it for wrestling.
Yeah, posting on the head.
Yeah,
people hate when you touch their head. Just like push and then go for the ankle.
Yeah. Do you have anything, Sarah?
Or snap downs, because you're at their level already. If they're not reacting to like a pose, just pull on their head. Pull their head, push their head, push them, pull them again. Mm-hmm. That's all you do in wrestling until someone moves and then you shoot. Essentially.
Yeah. Sarah, you're going to move forward and say something, so go ahead. No, she's like, no, I'm good. The reason why is because when I think of like so far as the women here today, like some of the people who are like very aggressive from their feet is Sarah and then Caroline too. Caroline's more, she hasn't been training in a while, but she's more like methodical with it and heavy, but and Sarah's like more like when she gets in there, she can really kind of shakes you up and moves you around a lot with your feet. And so that's like something where I'm like, oh man, now I'm here and my legs are like opened up and I'm falling to my back. So then she's able to get an entry onto me, if that makes sense. So one thing I've been noticing, and I know I'm so long-winded right now, but I'm just so excited about jiu-jitsu. I've been doing wrestling and I've been taking up striking, and it's a real mindset shift from jiu-jitsu to something that's more offensive, where you're like trying to get comfortable with like really being in somebody's face. And that's one thing that Kelly would say a lot to me, and a lot of wrestlers, they didn't really say it specifically. It's like it's almost like you're just trying to push the person. Like you're just like, it's always, wrestling is just going forward. That's it. And kind of in that same predicament is the mindset shift that you have to have. Is like you really kind of like pushing the person until they open up, and they start to open up on you. Go ahead, Cha. What were you gonna say? Oh, you didn't have anything to say? I don't know. I thought you showed your face to lead in with some comments. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful, Amy. Let me know how it works. I know it's not a technique for now, but just think, even if you don't get to inside control, if you don't set up the knee slice class yet, your goal is just to create and elicit a reaction. That's it. And then see what comes of it from there. And then we can talk about it. All right, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Caroline.
Yvonne.
You're welcome.